Lights are very necessary, but often rather boring. Yet this one that we're shooting with right now, I think deserves to be noticed, or rather go unnoticed while getting the job done. And we're going to see what's up with this thing to see if it does that, if it's worth getting. This is the Zhiyun Cinepeer 100 combo, and just for the crack, it's currently at, I'm going to check the app again, 32.5%. It's almost 1.5 meters away, and it's the only thing lighting me up right now in the usual studio setting. Of course, I have another little tube light behind doing the background, but there you go. In fact, after the little unboxing, we're gonna have a look at the app. We're gonna talk about the pros and cons after I've given it some good use and abuse. You know the crack. Let's get on with it. Right, there she is. Well, the bag at least, and it's actually quite a nice bag, sealed, bit of protection there, decent handle, no hooks for a strap, but otherwise fine as far as bags go, at least on the outside. Inside, all well packed. So combo kit, we've got the adapter and the power plug, service card and instructions have fallen out. We've got, I believe, the grid in here, so grids very handy. Oh, little baggie for, I believe, for the power adapter. What have we in here? We've got a USB-C cable and diffusion panel. Okay, you can get back in there. Keep falling out. We've got, oh, anti-mold. We've got a light clamp here. Decent quality. That's all right, that. And I think that will be everything bar the business itself, which is actually kind of weighty. Stats say 1,337 grams, so over a kilo. It's a solid bit of kit. So we've got a little window there. We've got some flush buttons here, which there's some power in it already. Let's turn it off for the moment. We've got a Type-C and DC port there, so the PD cable or any PD device. Barn doors attached, so it's quite nice. We've got a quarter thread there, and I believe there's another one. Well, two. Thought there was three, but there we go. Now the barn doors can be detached, but I kind of like that as it is. Let's have a look how it is detached anyway. Nice and simple. Fair enough. It's quite a weighty thing. A lot of fans throughout there. Now apparently the max sound level with this 100% is 39.2 max, absolute max. 100 watts, 100%, 54 minutes battery life. Oh, some nice little adjustment knobs there. Let's turn it on and see how quick it is. Single press, then long press. Single, long. And she's booting up English. So that adjusts one to adjust what's on the screen. And you press there. Fair enough. Now we can brighten or dim. Let's get it right the way down to 1%. So we've got a bit of light there. I guess this is the color temperature on this side. No, it's on the GM. So we scroll through. No. Right, now we can do it with this one, he says. Yep, there we go. Bit difficult for you to see on this recording, but that's all right. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Weighty though, innit? Now, you can link two together with the mount, which is very handy. I've only got the one. Aha, there we go. We've got all the modes. I think there's about 15 or so modes. TLC, eye index around 98, CRI 95. Overall, that is, considering the size of it, quite a powerful little bit of kit. We shall now take a look at the ZY Vega app, is it? Let's just turn it on now. And these are the settings I was at in the intro, because this is obviously basically the same shot as the intro. I do have a reflector here. I don't know if it's worth taking that away. It's very minor, but yeah, we'll leave that there just for the crack. Now, as you can see on the app, brightness 32.5. As you can imagine, you can go all the way off, all the way to 100. Where were we? 32.5 roughly. Well, I'll just use the plus buttons here. There we go. Color temperature 27 to 64. Now below there are some quick shortcuts all in there, and then you've got the RG settings here. Below, the gels are there, which is very handy. So there's your full gel, 3/4, 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, and below the dysprosium lamp stuff. So if you want to get into that, if you're used to that, it's all there. Then you can actually match the color temperature by pointing your camera of your phone at something, so you know it brings it up at the top there. So that's pretty cool. And you can also do the same thing with colors, which is a nice little touch. Other than that, there's nothing else in the app. You cannot, oh, we need to get that back to, we've got the gel on, haven't we? Let's turn that gel off. There we are, we're back. You cannot access all the fun features, the TV mode, the lightning mode, the music mode, all that sort of stuff. There are other videos that go into that, but that's there. It's not something that I'm particularly bothered about. The app was very easy to connect, very easy to use, absolutely fine. What don't I like then? Well, as you just saw, the app is kind of basic. It does require a lot of permissions at the start too, which a lot of people aren't into. The screen on the back of the unit itself is a bit lacking in placement and readability. And also the diffusion sheet, it's a bit tight. I found it a bit awkward to get on. Maybe in the B-roll I've got the knack down, but yeah. Pros definitely outweigh the cons with this product. The unit is generally very well built. I'm getting pretty long battery life, relatively low noise from the fans. If you don't want to carry the bulky, you know, typically bulky power adapter around, you can run it off USB-C, which is definitely a bonus, as this thing is barely travel friendly at best. Now, importantly, color accuracy is high, and you can basically dial in any color that you need. I think up to 36,000 colors. Single colors hold up well. Mixed colors can shift a bit, but for me that's not a problem, but needs to be noted. Skin tone colors too, a little bit off across the whole range, but the warmer skin tones definitely fare better. So is it worth it? Well, it's $429 on Amazon at the point of recording. You're getting a very powerful unit, especially for the size. Excellent colors, advanced effects, decent mounting options. It's fairly portable, isn't it? But it is well built. So for the combo kit, I think it's very good value for money, especially considering at this point of recording there's £86 off on Amazon. So I think that makes it good value for money. You might decide, if that's not available, if we can't get you a discount code or something, that the standard kit is fine for you. I'm very happy with this thing. Have you tried it? Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you there.